what's the banner that's not Astrius that you guys are looking forward to the most? Like, which is the one you would go all the way to pity for? You got to choose at least one, by the way.
Yeah. I'm super excited for Banana Hammock Engelbert. He's going to be coming. We've been promised a male summer unit. I don't know, there's nothing been leaked yet, but we know it's coming. But really, I am excited for all of the summer units that are going to come out, whether or not that's Shadowlinks, whether or not that is, we know Bikini Elena's coming out this summer. I feel like I've always been happy with my summer units. I feel like summer units, with the exception of Summer Ketone, who's garbage, I feel like every summer unit has been good, and I've gotten use out of them in some way.
Access to old
Is
farms.
that what you're farming, or are you farming the new 2 trust runes that came out that I'm sure everyone's really excited for?
Well, all right. So mark it on the timer for this episode. That's when someone finally mentioned the R word, which we're not allowed to say.
Oh, was I not allowed to say that?
Wow, Diggs saying they hot farms.
Wow.
And him.
We didn't want the global community to know that they released 2 more trust stones.
I mean, I haven't even talked about it in any of my videos yet, because why bother? It's just,
Whoever's in chat just finding out about this, I'm sorry. I
can't believe you've done this, Diggs. It's such a mess. But
you were so close to doing an episode without upsetting
Diggs is going to Intervisions jail.
While we're on this topic, I'll talk about what I want.
It's gonna be the background here.
I'll talk about what I want to see for the 2.5-year anniversary, and that is I want them to make it so I spend less time in menus, please. Diggs mentioned this earlier. The fact that I've got multiple vision card slots, right? Like half of my team comps, I haven't even bothered to go in and put the second VC because I'm like, it is too much of a pain. I can't easily figure out which elements they're synergizing with. Like, where's the little thing where I just click the element symbol and suddenly I see all the VCs and espers of that element, right? Fix all of that.
Can we just hire Bismarck to do some UI stuff?
The thing that caused me to quit Final Fantasy Brave Exvius was when I realized that 90% of my time in game was equipping my units for a 30-second battle.
What about leveling up the Cactars? Because that drove me crazy.
That was 5%, right?
Yep.
Merging the freaking Cactuar. The inventory management. I don't want to spend all of my time in this game on inventory management. I want to get in the level and actually play the game.
Yeah, people are talking about quality of life for the 2.5 anniversary, and I need to remind you guys of what is the major project coming down the pipeline. It's that nasty word that I actually forgot in one of my videos. So one of the biggest things that the JP live streams and everything has been talking about for about a half a year now is...
This isn't that community shit, is it?
Yes, it is exactly that.
Why?
It has been a major footnote in every single live stream lately, and yet they have not shown us they haven't even shown us a screenshot of how it exactly works. I think that a ton of money is being poured into this thing
why do that when Discord exists?
Well, it's not even necessarily Discord, because it's supposed to be, it's from what I've heard, and again, this is just poor communication and the fact that there hasn't really been any screenshots for us to compare to. It's supposed to be Reddit. It's supposed to be a WoTV Reddit. It's a side app or a tumor-based addition to our game that is effectively... It's trying to be a Discord or whatever, but only for WoTV, which is not the biggest community, let's be honest, but it's still a pretty good community. But we already have Discord, we have Reddit, and the Reddit for WoTV is not exactly huge. So, and JP...
Well, Japan has a ton of their own things too, right?
Because Christmas is mentioned as a holiday in the continent of Astra. you see like the lore for Christmas Victoria Tiamat they mentioned is a thing. Why don't you have an event where it's like they spending a Christmas like chilling somewhere after some kind of battle, like see mountain stuff, like spending
Christmas on the beach. Yes.
Sadali is a hardcore Christian confirmed.
Yep, confirmed.
Like
confirmed.
it's like that kind of things like they add to the world, adjusting the lore of the cards, and people are not gonna stop to read the lore of the cards most of the time. Or the lore of the TMR, and it really is a shame because you can do a lot of fun stuff with that, WoTV has a lot of wasted potential on that, because I feel they get hung up on things that are too important for them and not important to the players.
It was, and I made the classic JP player who doesn't play global mistake of being like, "Hey guys, I don't know about the character so much, but that sword looks really good. You should get it." And everyone's like, "Umbra, you idiot! You can only get it if you get the character. How do you not know this as a JP player?" And I'm like, "Look, our Elena sword was a raid thing, which is going to be real interesting for you guys when that rolls around for you in about 3 months, whether that's true or not."
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Umbra, I get called an idiot every day, so...
You shouldn't take that from Small Giant. You shouldn't take that.
I mean, it's, domestic violence. Yeah.
So...
Emotional damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, do you guys think, in your professional globaler opinions, is Esther gonna shift the meta? Like, I know you guys don't have Resnick yet, but
what does meta mean?
Well,
it's something I've been grappling with. Is what do you mean when you say meta? Do you mean arena meta? Do you mean top guild battle meta? Do you mean just like dominant in all courses of the game, kind of like Cloud? Because like by one of those definitions, Cloud would be like Cloud and Elena would be like the two universal meta units, right?
True. I guess I'd say overall, do you think that she will be well, let's put it this way. Astrius was on JP. Look, I even used the global pronunciation of that unit. I'm doing good as a host today. Do you think it's actually that she will really be like, you'll just see her everywhere? Is she going to be the new Elena, where I constantly hear that globalers are just sick of seeing this unit in all forms of content? And are we going to be streaming for Earth units to be murdering her? Diggs, let's go to you first. What is your thoughts?
I think right now the initial impression is no. But things can always change. I think probably the biggest tell on whether or not she'll be super relevant would be either the next global exclusive or whatever else is going to come out. I think when Astrius comes out, and if Astrius still isn't meta, yeah, potentially.
All right. And Minute,
we'll have to see.
Oh, sorry. Don't ever mean to cut you off. Just really good at it. Minute, your thoughts?
I'm gonna go with what Diggs just said. If I think the most likely scenario is that if you were planning to pull Astrius and you still do, and you didn't pull Esther, you're going to be very sad.
You think she's going to be that good against?
I think if you had been hoarding for the Celeste Astrius combo, you're probably pretty sad right now, and it's not going to be super effective.
Was that me or was that you? I just saw a minute freeze in time.
I saw it too. I think we're still live. Just keep going. We're fine. Don't worry about it. And all right.
So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I think she's gonna have it. I think she's going to prevent a meta from happening.
Yeah, it definitely. Yes, big elemental advantage. How about you, Laz? What's your thoughts? Also, hi, Dad.
I feel like arena meta. She's gonna be meta in lightning comps for sure. It can be either a new partner for Cloud, so you can focus really on the slash damage instead of going Frederica. She has a bit more synergy with Cloud on that aspect. Like the third unit is always like choice. You can go white pair aggro with Renan, Frederica to the switch around the damage type. You can go Charlotte to have a tank and also do a bit of slash ship and do chains, or you can have Resnick, as Diggs said, just as a general support, while Raster face tanks with her Bruiser status. But I feel like for Lightning, she opens a lot of doors, especially for people that miss Cloud, because we always talk about, Lightning has Cloud, Frederica, Charlotte. We always mention Cloud on Lightning. But now you can think of a Cloudless Lightning, because she is a slash Lightning unit. It's available for people. Even though she's cost 100, we have seen already from mid pattern that pretty much cost 100 seems to be the new pattern for units, against like the early days where cost 100 were really special on Tancred. I mean, early Tancred LoL, but still it was one of the few cost 100s. Gamash and Stern, they only feel for a long time, and then we started to get more and more, so it really became more common. Yeah, Ibarra too. Thanks, Martin. Ibarra also gives that aggro potential for them, and since she can also even frontline with Simply Low, Paladin Sub.
I know this is probably a little bit tough, but with JP recently, it's felt like I've seen some really common teams that have popped up in a lot of stuff, from top guild battles, or as top as my guys are. We're top 200, ish in arena. We finally hit legend rank this last couple months. So like there's always some teams that you get a little sick and tired of seeing. Before Esther has come around, what was a team that you saw way too often on global content together, like a team of
this
three?
Is how you know you're a JP content creator, Umbra.
Yes.
I think everybody knows what the composition is that we see all the time.
There are time frame for that, because if you like all time, I have a different comp, but right now I think the Obnoxious comp is the light evade, as everyone had complained.
Yep.
Like Alto has Engelbert, which is just an unstoppable wall with ungodly luck for some reason. So randomly he dodges hit that he shouldn't dodge. You have the showrunners Elena and Locke. For Mono PvP, they're still strong, but you have like Mono Ice, always good, and Mono Wind always shows up too. Mono Fire has been around now with Terra, so it has a lot of good comps you can go. Also the obnoxious stuff with like Knee Blade comps, Quicken comps, Double Quicken, like the usual strategies that you would see to synergize. They are mostly Rainbow or sometimes even Mono. But yeah, I think that the team that really shows up in every mode possible is Debate right now.
So, Diggs, do you echo that? Or
Yeah. I mean, Light Evade.
Light Evade. And Minute, you're smiling.
I would also add that I just hate, like, every time I fight a team, even if I build to like beat Light Evade, I'll run into the team and it's like, oh, Jaden's there, and he.
That's my light team. I put Jaden in just to fuck you.
Yeah.
Or Diggs' wallet to make it cheaper.
I think they need to get rid of Hirono, because he's fucked up War of the Visions. He's fucked up Brave Exvius. He got put in charge of Pixel Remaster. He's completely messed up all the Pixel Remasters. Every single launch of the Pixel Remaster has been a disaster. Steel is still broken in the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster because of how it's coded. Like, that is a upper level management mistake. That's because of Hirono. I think he's the one that has to take the responsibility.